Well, good morning. It's day 57. We camped right there. And right here is a deer that does not seem to be afraid of us at all. You can see how close I'm getting to it. Keeps looking at me. But it's right there. So like I said, today's day 57. And we got to try to do a little bit bigger mile day today. Somewhere in the neighborhood of 22 to 24 miles, we hope. As long as the trail is good. And it's 35 degrees this morning, so another really cold morning. We're shivering and ready to get moving and get warmed up. So I hope your day is off to a great start. Ours certainly is. And we'll talk to you up the trail. Oh, kind of have a nice view along the side of the trail this morning. You can see Mount Lassen way off in the distance out there again. Here's a look of the trail ahead. So when you're looking ahead, you can see the trail, let's see, right up through there, heading up around that corner of that mountain. Another view of the same valley, the sun coming up. This makes you want to stand here or sit here and have a cup of coffee. So beautiful. No burned out woods. Everything's green. Just awesome. Well, good morning again. We are headed down a pretty big descent today. We're up at one point close to 6,000 feet, and we're going down to a little over 2,000 feet. But I have to tell you that coming out of camp this morning and some of those shots that I showed you of the view, that's probably almost one of my favorite days coming out of camp. It was really beautiful. The sun, everything was green. You could see a long ways, not a bunch of haze. So it was just, I don't know, after yesterday's slog through the snow and going up steep traverses that were snow covered, it was just really nice. It makes you realize, yep, this is why I do this stuff. Even though I say we have no snow today, we have some snow. Some of these little canyons still have snow in them that the sun doesn't get to. So it's still kind of slippery. But pay attention to what you're doing. So I should probably put the camera down. So last night while we were sitting around having dinner, we were having some pretty good laughs about things, and one of the things that we were laughing about was, you know, how the older you get, you make sounds when you get up, like ugh, and also kind of hobble around a little bit, and hikers call it the hiker hobble. Your muscles just get sore, and your joints hurt. Oh, hang on a second here. So I had to get around that tree. That's why I was telling you to hang on a second. But so anyway, everybody, when we were getting up to get stuff or moving around, people were kind of moaning and groaning a little bit. And so I was teasing them about, geez, you guys are in your 20s and 30s and kind of sounding like this 62-year-old man. That's great. I'm getting you trained in right for when you get older. And they were like, yeah, well, we kind of feel like we're older right now. So that was funny. I don't know. Maybe it's not as funny when I tell the story, but we were getting some good laughs last night. Coming up on one of our many little creek crossings today. Plenty full water. Look how pretty that is back up there. Still heading down, walking through the green forest. Tell you, I sure hope my audio's okay. I noticed looking back at some videos, there's a little bit of hum in some of it. So when I'm in town, which hopefully will be tomorrow or the next day, I'm gonna see if I can come up with a little better solution. Part of the problem is where to put the phone when I'm not using it, and it just bends the cord, which eventually breaks the wires inside the cord, and that's what's going to ruin the audio. So I'm enjoying making these videos, and I sure would hate to lose the audio option. I don't know why I want to film all these streams today, but I certainly do. Liking the sound of it. They look pretty. Just another quick little shot of the trail today. It's really just an awesome trail. So nice. So I'm going to try to show this. I don't know that it'll show up on the video or not, but this is really steep going down. It's crazy how the trees grow like that. But it's as steep as a lot of the some of the other mountainous, like rocky areas that I've shown you guys on the trail. So I have to tell you, this stream might get one of the prettiest for the day. This thing is just, looks like somebody designed it. Well, I guess somebody did design it this way. So, sure is pretty. So I think, like I said yesterday, I'm pretty excited to get new shoes when we get to Mount Shasta. These shoes, I was just calculating as I was walking along here. These shoes have over 570 trail miles on them. This is my second pair of shoes, so the next ones will be my third pair, but 570 trail miles by the time I get to Mount Shasta, plus whatever off-trail miles. So, oh, I gotta get over here. So yeah, they're pretty worn out and pretty flat. My feet will be happy to have the new ones. Oh, we're gonna take a break for lunch here. So it's a nice little bridge crossing. I'll take you out on the bridge so you can see what the water looks like. It's got a milky color to it, so not sure why that is. Clearly some type of sediment. Sometimes people have said that that's like glacier flow, but I don't think that's the case here. This has been most of our afternoon since lunch. Got about a 400-foot climb and about 4 miles to camp. So both kind of feeling it. just went over 20 miles for the day and ready to get to camp. All right, we made it to the top of that climb, and now we have 2.6 miles of almost all downhill to camp. We gotta stop about half mile before and get some water, but it's all downhill now. Sometimes it's harder on your knees, though. I can tell you, it's pretty steep. So it's hurting my knees already, but it might be because I'm doing a 24-mile day too, or thereabouts. I'll let you know at the end of the day. Well, I'm about half a mile from the water and just about a mile to the campground. So I was thinking about the temperature. It's about 70 degrees right now, which is real pleasant. But one of the nice things is I'll bet you tomorrow morning when we wake up, I bet it won't be in the 30s. So I'm pretty excited about that. So that I give you a little bit, another view of the trail as I'm getting closer to the water. It's been a lot of the same the whole day, but it's pretty. I like walking through the woods like this. Definitely seen lots of signs of bears and mountain lions, but none in person, which is probably good. And here it is. I'm completely out, so I'm very glad to see this. Okay. All right, so here's the wrap up for day 57. We did 23.73. We're kind of crammed into a campsite here with a lot of mosquitoes. Julian's much faster than I am at getting set up and getting dinner cooked. So tomorrow morning we'll be headed off to Mount Shasta, which is about 20 miles away. And we're staying at a KOA there. Got resupply, and then we both need to go to an outfitter and get a little bit of gear stuff. So we'll see how tomorrow goes. It should be good. Doesn't look like anything too tough. And Julian's trying to convince me to stop shaving. So what do you guys think? Think I ought to stop shaving and start to look like Santa Claus? Mosquitoes are getting me here. All right, well, that's to be decided. Hope you guys had a great day. We'll talk to you tomorrow morning. Good night.